Hello dudes, Shadwell Esquire here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure from 1989. It's the first film in the Bill and Ted's Most Triumphant Trilogy box set, is directed by Stephen Herek and stars Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter. Director Stephen Herek sounded really familiar to me when I saw he was the director of this film, and it turns out I was right and wrong at practically the same time. See, he also directed Critters, which we talked about earlier, but he did not direct Clueless, which I thought he did. That was Amy Heckerling. I guess the Hecker part of his name stood out to me, and I got that confused with Heckerling. Anyway, honest mistake. And let's begin the Bill and Ted's Most Triumphant Trilogy, with the first film in the trilogy, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Out of the three films, this is the only one I've seen previous, and that was way back in the 90s, which means it could have been 30-something years ago. That's a lot of time to pass, and so, not surprisingly, a lot of this film felt like watching it for the first time all over again. But I think that even if I knew the jokes and the story, I'd still want to watch this movie because it is a diamond in the rough. I say that because I have great difficulty coming to terms with liking something that uses the English language in the way that it does with the California surfer mentality of Bill and Ted's whole demeanor. But I think in a weird way that only makes the movie more endearing. I don't know how to explain it. Point is, I'm a big fan. It's so funny that the story is that George Carlin's Rufus must go to the past to see to it that Bill and Ted pass their history class so they're not separated, because down the line they form a band that is more important to the future than anyone could have guessed. It's kinda like an inflated stakes version of The Terminator, which just makes it hilarious. And that phone booth has to fit like 8 or 10 people by the end of the film, and so is definitely a clown car by that point. Also, I love the soundtrack for the film, which includes the song Do You Wanna Play by the band Extreme, which is one of my favorite songs of all time, ever. Just a very bouncy and frenetic song, and a lot of fun. I love Napoleon finding his true happiness at a waterslide park about 2/3 into the movie, and then Joan of Arc taking over hosting duties at an aerobics class. This film is endlessly funny, but it's also well written, which really surprised me on this rewatch that it was as good as it was. Anyway, since they used the F slur without the hard T, I'm giving Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure a half-letter reduction and a B because it's very excellent indeed. Now, go be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. I mean that about being excellent to each other. I will be watching and there will be a quiz. Anyway, tomorrow it's the sequel, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. See y'all then.